please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated video. Hello friends, my name is Bhavesh Parmar, and in previous session we have discussed transmission media characteristics. So we discussed what do you mean by transmission media and how it is beneficial when we used to transfer the data from one computer to another computer. So the medium we are going to use, that medium is called transmission medium. So guys, in today's session we are discussing the three types of transmission medium that we called cable. So we have to study coaxial cable, twisted pair cable and fiber optic cable. So guys, if you're not still subscribe my channel, so please guys subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so you will get the latest updated video, so that helps to update your knowledge. So on the board guys, I have already drawn all the three cables that we are going to discuss in today's session. So in that, our first transmission media is coaxial cable. Thereafter we are going to discuss fiber optic cable, and at the last we are discussed twisted pair cable. So generally guys, twisted pair cable is bifurcated into two parts, STP, UTP. What it is actually, that we are going to discuss later on. So guys, first of all we are going to start the cable, coaxial cable. So guys, coaxial cable, if we see the construction of this cable, so this cable is outerly it is coated with jacket, and if we try to see the structure of this cable, the outermost region is called jacket. This jacket protects from external damage. Then if we see the innermost part, so this is called shield, and you may call outer conductor. Then the next part is called insulated material, and the last part of this cable is called central conductor. So meanwhile, generally guys, any particular coaxial cable consists of two types of conductor. The first conductor is called outer conductor, or you may also call shield. So that shield protects from effect of EMI, or you can say that attenuation. And the inner conductor, or you may also call central conductor, this conductor is used to transfer the data, or you can say that it is useful for transferring material from one computer to another computer. And if we see that in between these two conductor, an insulator is placed. So an insulated material is used from mixing of these two conductors. So if these two conductors are mixed together, then what happens guys, your data will be lost. So to avoid this, they are going to place an insulated material between these two conductors, that is shield and central conductor. So the major role of jacket is what? Outer layer. So it protects the cable from damage. And see, if you want to see the coaxial cable, so generally at our home we use set-top box. So that set-top box is connected with one particular cable, and that cable is coaxial cable. So generally this cable is used for LAN network also, and it is also used at our home for telecasting the channels. Means we use set-top box, and that set-top box is connected with this coaxial cable. So if we guys, this is the basic overall construction and working of this cable. So guys, if we see the types of cable, so there are two different types of coaxial cable. The first type of cable is called thick net, and the second type of cable is called thin net. So if we see the characteristics of first cable, thick net, so as the name suggests, thick net, so it is hard, very expensive device, and it uses high quality material. So that's why it is called thick net. And if we see the thin net, so it is thin, flexible and less expensive. So these are the basic two types of coaxial cable, and it is used for LAN communication purpose. So guys, let's take the review of this coaxial cable. Our coaxial cable consists of two conducting materials. The outer conductor is called shield that protects the cable data from attenuation as well as EMI. Actual data transfers through this central conductor, and insulator is placed between in these two conductor, and jacket is used to protect this cable from external damage. So guys, these are the basic overall structure of coaxial cable. Now we are going to see the transmission media characteristics related with this coaxial cable, because in examination guys, there is always one question asked on this cable topic. Either they can ask coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, or twisted pair cable for 4 marks. And mostly what happen guys, sometimes they also ask the comparison between two cables based on transmission media characteristics. So guys, those students who miss the transmission media characteristics lecture, so please guys see that video. So transmission, what do you mean by transmission media, and what are the characteristics, and how we can implement these characteristics while purchasing these cables. So these concepts are very easily clear to you guys. So now we switch on to the characteristics of transmission media related with this coaxial cable. So our first transmission media characteristics is cost. So if we consider the cost of coaxial cable, so it is expensive as compared to other these two cable. So if we consider the cost of this cable, so coaxial cable is expensive as compared to twisted pair cable, but it is less expensive as compared to fiber optic cable. So it is our first point, cost. And the second point is installation. So if we see the installation of coaxial cable, so it is easy to install. Means if you want to use in your LAN network, so it can be easily installed by the hardware engineer. So it will not create any problem while installing the cable in your network. So our third point is bandwidth, means how much capacity, with how much speed it can transfer the data from one place to another place. So generally if we see the capacity of this particular cable that we called bandwidth, so generally it can transfer the data with 500 Mbps with 100 meter distance. So it is the total capacity of this cable that we call bandwidth. Means bandwidth of coaxial cable is up to 500 Mbps for 100 meter distance cable. And if we extend that cable, means 150 meter, 170 meter, 200 meter, definitely the speed of cable, or that we call bandwidth, that definitely get reduced. So this is our third transmission media characteristics. First we discussed cost. It is expensive, but it is, as compared to fiber optic, it is less expensive. Then installation, we can install this cable very easily in a network. Third one is bandwidth. So if we compare the bandwidth as compared to other cable, so it is more reliable and more convenient than twisted pair cable. So the bandwidth of cable is 500 Mbps for 100 meter distance cable. And the next important characteristic is attenuation. Attenuation means what? When we transfer the data, some amount of data get absorbed by the cable, which results into weak signal. So if we consider the coaxial cable, its attenuation is less, or it is very minimum. Means there is a loss of data, but it is very less amount. Thereafter, next one is effect of EMI. So when we place this coaxial cable in magnetic field, so the shield protects the cable from effect of EMI. Means its effect is also minimum. Why? Because the data gets protected by this shield. Means when we are going to place this cable in magnetic field try to destroy the signal, so shield resist from EMI. So these are the basic 6 characteristics related with this coaxial cable. And you may also include one more point, usage, means where we are going to use this cable. So as I told you earlier in this video, generally we used this cable to establish LAN network. Also we have used at our home with the help of set-top box to telecast the channels. So these are the information regarding about coaxial cable. So if question come in your examination, write short note on coaxial cable based on transmission media characteristics. So in that case guys, what they are expecting from you? So first of all, you have to draw this diagram. So this diagram consists 1 mark. Thereafter you have to write down construction and working, means the importance of jacket, shield, insulator, central conductor, that you need to specify. Thereafter you have to specify the types of coaxial cable, that is thin net and thick net. You have to write down in short. And thereafter the last point you have to cover, that is transmission media characteristics related with this coaxial cable. So in this way you have to complete that answer by covering all the points. So I hope you guys are getting this coaxial cable concept. Now we switching on to our next cable is fiber optic cable. So if we see the diagram of this fiber optic cable consists of jacket, that is it is externally available, and the major role of jacket, if you consider all the types of cable, the major role of jacket is to protect the cable from external damage. So the fiber optic cable consists of jacket, then it consists of glass cladding, and at the innermost part the fiber core is there. So now guys, what happened? Fiber optic cable can transmit the data in the form of light, and we know the speed of light. Generally light transmits the data into 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So this is the speed of light. So and light have one phenomenon, it reflects. So if I am using light to transfer the data, so what happens guys, it reflects. So it, when it gets reflected, most of the data get be damaged. So to protect that damage, we cover this fiber core with glass cladding. So say for example, this is my fiber core, and if I am using glass cladding in this way, so what happens, data gets transferred, and when it reflects, so that when it reflects, the it rebound to the glass cladding and data transfers successfully. So in this case there is 0% of loss of data, and fiber core transmits the data in the form of light, and all remaining other cables, that is coaxial cable, or if we consider twisted pair cable, they can transfer the data in the electronic signal form. So if you see the structure of this fiber optic cable, outermost layer is called jacket, it protects the cable from damage. Then glass cladding is used to resist from reflection, and fiber core is used to transfer the data in the form of light. So these are the basic related with fiber optic cable. And if we see the transmission media characteristics related with fiber optic cable, so the first part is cost. So if we consider the cost of cable as compared to coaxial and twisted pair cable, it is highly expensive, very expensive cable. Thereafter the second point is installation. So if we consider the installation of fiber optic cable, it is very difficult to install, means professionals are required. And if we see the size of fiber optic cable, it is equivalent to our single hair. So it is a bunch of cables, means thousands of cables are clubbing together, and then they are trying to install for usage. So if we consider the installation point of view, we require skilled professionals, so that can used to install this fiber optic cable. So its installation part, if you consider installation part, it is very difficult. And the third point is bandwidth. So if we consider the bandwidth, it is tremendous as compared to coaxial and twisted pair cable. Its bandwidth is approximately 100 to 200 meter Mbps for several kilometers. And generally consider, if you consider the coaxial or if you consider the twisted pair cable, so in that case, if we see the capacity, so they can transmit 500 Mbps or 600 Mbps per 100 meter wire. But if we consider the fiber optic cable, it is used for several kilometers and it gives a consistent performance, means maybe give 100 Mbps to 200 Mbps for several kilometers. If we use for few meter distance, then it gives the data transmission rate with highest bandwidth. Thereafter, attenuation. So when we used fiber optic cable, its attenuation is negligible, that is totally zero, means there is no loss of data. Then the next characteristics is effect of EMI, means whenever I am going to place this fiber optic cable through magnetic field, its EMI is also zero, means there is no change in my data whenever I am going to place it in magnetic field. Means there is no loss of data. So I received 100% and accurate data. So if we see the usage of this cable, so generally this cable is used for establishing LAN network, and nowadays we are using for fastest internet connection, for it is also used for telephone lines. So this is the basic usage for fiber optic cable. So if there is a question asked in your examination, write short note on fiber optic cable. So you also draw the diagram, write down the basic construction and working, and also specify its transmission media characteristics. Now guys, we are switch on to our last cable, and the name of cable is twisted pair cable. So this is the basic diagram of twisted pair cable. Means twists are there. So this twist is coated with insulated material, and if we see, so it is coated the copper wire with some insulating material, and the data transfer through this copper wire, and that we call conductor. Means this conductor is used to transfer the data from one computer to another computer, and to resist from spark, so we use insulated material. So that insulated material protects from damage. So this is the basic diagram for twisted pair cable, and if we see the cost of twisted pair cable, it is less expensive as compared to fiber optic cable as well as coaxial cable. So guys, there are two types of twisted pair cable. In that first type of twisted pair cable is called shielded twisted pair cable, and the another type of cable is called UTP cable, that is unshielded twisted pair cable. If you see the difference between these two diagrams, in this STP cable shield is present, and if we see the UTP cable, in that case shield is absent. So this is the basic difference between STP and UTP. STP stands for shielded twisted pair cable, and UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair cable. So now we switch on to STP cable. So shielded twisted pair cable is one of the type of twisted pair cable, and it is used to establish a LAN network. In shielded twisted pair cable, jacket is used to protect the cable from damage. Then it consists of innermost part. If you see the innermost part, it consists of shield. So that shield resists from attenuation as well as EMI, and it consists of two twisted pairs. So this two twisted pair helps to transfer the data. So this is the overall structure for STP. So if we consider the cost of STP as compared to UTP, STP is quite expensive. Why? Because it provides shield, so that shield resists from attenuation as well as EMI. So if we consider the installation point of view, so it is very easy to install, and if we see the bandwidth, so it can provide up to 100 to 200 Mbps for 100 meter distance cable. Then if we see the attenuation part, its attenuation is less. Why is it so guys? Because shield is used and it is protect from attenuation as well as effect of EMI. If you consider EMI is also less. And the usage, so generally STP cable is used for establishing LAN network. Now we switch on to guys UTP cable. UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair cable, and if we see the diagram of UTP, that UTP cable doesn't consist of any shield, means it doesn't consist of any protection. It uses only jacket, so that jacket can protect from external damage. And when we see the actual diagram of this UTP cable, it is also consist of two twisted pair cables like STP, and the actual data get transferred through this cable. And generally it is thin and very flexible cable. If we see the cost of this UTP cable, it is as compared to other cable, it is very less expensive, and it is widely used in telephone lines. So guys, this cable doesn't consist of shield, so when we transfer the data, it affects through attenuation, it affects with EMI, means attenuation is more, its EMI is also more, so that's why its cost is less. And if we consider the installation point of view, its installation is very easy. So if we consider all the cables, in that only fiber optic cable requires a skilled professionals, so those who have a prior knowledge to install that cable, but as compared to other cables, these are very easy to installation. And generally, if we see the usage of this UTP cable, it is widely used in telephone networks for communication purpose. So these are the regarding about STP cable and UTP cable. If you see the question paper very carefully, if you see the previous question papers, last 4-5 question papers, so in that, when you see that question paper, then you guys realize that most of the time they focused on twisted pair cable. They ask write short note on twisted pair cable or explain twisted pair cable along with its type. So in that case, guys, this is very lengthy answer of this question, because in this question you have to draw 3 separate diagrams. First of all, you have to draw the basic diagram of twisted pair cable. Then you need to explain the basics of twisted pair cable, and then you have to explain the construction and working of STP as well as UTP along with its transmission media characteristics. And most of the guys, they may also ask you the difference between STP cable and UTP cable. Sometimes they may ask the difference between twisted pair cable with coaxial cable, or twisted pair cable with fiber optic cable, or fiber optic cable with coaxial cable. So there are the various that we have already studied these cables. So there are various differences. So you have to be keep all these differences, and the differences may be asked on transmission media characteristics. Sometimes what happen, guys, question may ask in your question paper, state the difference between coaxial cable and fiber optic cable based on transmission media characteristics. So guys, what happened, most of the students, they made a mistake. What they are trying to do, they are trying to draw the diagram and they are trying to write down the explanation, but actually examiner don't expect diagram and explanation from you. They expect only the difference which is related with transmission media, means cost, installation, bandwidth, band usage, then effect of EMI, attenuation. These points they are expecting. So we have 6 characteristics. So if the question asks for from difference point of view, then you should write down at least 3 to 4 points. So guys, in today's session we have discussed all the media that we are used to establish a LAN network: coaxial cable, twisted pair cable and fiber optic cable. So guys, if you are not getting these concepts very clearly, so please see this video 2 to 3 times, because all these things are new to you. And still, if you have any difficulty found, so please write me in comment section, so I will try to solve your queries. So guys, in next session we are going to discuss another interesting topic, and the name of topic is topology. And if we see the weightage from HSC board point of view, it carry 4 marks. So guys, stay safe. Thank you.